Change one life, change a generation by educating, preparing, mentoring, and teaching our students, both athletes and non-athletes, instilling in our students the skills necessary for character success, academic success, and performance success, so they can be college and career ready to thrive in the corporate world, design their own financial future, and give back to their communities through service. You can find more information about Keeping Dreams Alive at www.kdafoundation.org. You can also follow them on social media at KDA Productions. Stealth Rating. Students taking education, athletics, and life to heart. We're a rating service that measures what college coaches are actually looking for. Imagine for a moment what it would be like to recruit student athletes that you knew before they landed on campus, that they had the ability to transition successfully to a college environment, succeed in the classroom, had a great work ethic on the field, and the ability to complete what was started and more. You can follow them on social media at Stealth Ranking, and also find more information at www.stealthrating.com. PlayingTheRecruitingGame.com, the first patent web-based learning management system that teaches the student athlete to apply a business approach to the recruiting process. Learn the strategies of turning hard work on and off the field to money for college. You can follow them on social media at Recruiting Game, and you can also find more information at www.playingtherecruitinggame.com.
And we welcome you to Hollywood, Florida, the 2015 South Florida Elite 7v7 Classic, hosted by the Elite 7v7 National Football Association, is one of the Florida's premier 7v7 events, bringing you top teams across South Florida. My name is Ryan Stout, alongside Chris Jenkins, bringing you a live and in color the play-by-play action of today's event. Only one victor will be crowned champion at the end of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you, and the sun is bright and shining. We're glad you could join us today. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good, my friend. It's been a long, hot day, but we've got some great action we've been tuning into, and we're going to broadcast the championship game, so it's going to put the best against the best. These fellas been out here sweating, catching passes, diving at balls, and it's been a great day.
Absolutely. And just to update our audience, right now we are still in pool play action, heading into the single elimination. We got two teams on the field right now. But what we want to do right now is introduce you to the Elite 7v7 tournament series. We want to get you up to date, on par with what exactly the Elite is trying to accomplish today. So to get into it, some of the rules, we're going to talk about tournament details, game management. On offense, each team has a 12-minute, for the entire half, they get a 12-minute running clock per half, with one timeout within the final 2 minutes of the game with a 5-minute halftime. Point after the touchdown, PAT, will be 2 points from the 10-yard line and 1 point from the 5-yard line. They get a 25-second play clock and 4 seconds to pass the ball. Also on defense, this is what changed the game. The defense is awarded 3 points for the interception, and also, for those out there, the interception cannot be returned. The defense always gets points for sacks as well. Now getting into overall scoring, 6 points for a touchdown, 1 point for a PAT from the 5-yard line, 2 points from the 10, 1 point for a defensive stop and turnover on downs, 3 points for an interception, 1 point for a sack, and no points for turnovers on a PAT. And now we want to talk a little bit about the Elite 7v7 Code of Conduct. One of the biggest things we had come out today before the athletes went out and started the play. Coach Glenn Stout got in front of him and talked about the Code of Conduct. He got in front of him and said, look, we require discipline. We know you get out there on the field and, you get a little trash talk and it's just good competition. Mm-hmm. But overall, these guys, they're going to go after it. And, Chris, you've had a chance to be out on the field today. How has it been overall, the atmosphere?
Oh, it's been great. You have to keep in mind a lot of these fellas know each other. We're talking about Broward and Dade County, a lot of Dade County schools in particular, high school students. No one can be over the age of 19 to participate, and if you've graduated, you cannot participate in this tournament as well. But these fellas know each other. Uh, it's been a lot of camaraderie. That's been the overall overwhelming theme that a lot of these coaches wanting to stress is getting that camaraderie, friendly competition, sportsmanship, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And the Elite 7v7 National Football Association prides itself in assuring that its players, members, teams, coaches, and all athletic occasions to ensure that all aspects of true sportsmanship are secured. And those come from the words right from the rules and regulations for those that are tuned in. If you want to take a chance to go over and see the teams competing, but also a little history on the Elite 7v7, you get a chance at the bottom of the page, scroll down, you'll get to see the code of conduct and the rules and regulations. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Ryan Stout with Chris Jenkins, bringing you live the 2015 South Florida Elite 7v7 Classic. We got a lot of action coming your way. Remember, single eliminations coming up. We start play-by-play action for the championship game. So make sure you're tuned in with us. Chris Jenkins is going to bring you that play-on-play, that play-by-play action, and want to make sure that you guys stick to the script because we're going to get down there on the field. We're going to get some coaches' interviews. We got a lot of stuff coming your way, so make sure you stick with us. Thanks for joining us. And if you joined us last week, we thank you. HSBN Sports broadcast the First Coast Invitational up there in Jacksonville, Florida, with Drayton Florence hosting one of the premier 7v7 tournaments in the nation. Two South Florida teams, yes, I said it, two South Florida teams taking it to the championship game. 49 degrees, we were talking a lot about it, and also we had a lot of great interviews of guys all around the nation. We also had participating schools, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Almost had a chance, Chris, to get a team, the FSS 7v7 out from Atlanta. Tony Ballard, one of the head coaches. Unfortunately, due to weather situation, we couldn't get these guys down here in the nice heat to compete with some of the top teams in the nation. But as you can see, we got some outstanding athletes, and we want to recognize ultimately our streaming partners today. We got some fantastic guys that joined us last week, but right now we're going to shout out to a big Bleacher.com for streaming it. Nation's Best Football. And also let me mention, you can follow these guys on social media. So Bleacher.com is on Twitter at Bleacher. Nation's Best Football. On Twitter, you can find them at Nation's Best FB. Also want to give thanks, High School Football America. You can find them at HSFB America. Also, a big shout out to Florida Varsity. You can find them also at FLA Varsity. NYFO, you can find them at www.playnyfo.com. And you can see them at social media at NYFSL1. And last but never least, Players to Pros with Emerson Martin. Big shout out to him as well. You can find him on social media at Players number 2 Pros. And also never want to forget some of the best partners we got down here in South Florida, the biggest bloggers, Florida Gridiron Preps. Big shout out to him. coming on for this one. We missed him last week, but you can also find him at FloridaGridironPreps.com and also on social media. But ultimately, let's break it down. We got a lot of teams that have come out today, that have been competing, dropped a couple guys, almost had both Florida Fire teams come out, but ultimately seven teams come out today. Coaches asked us, 8 teams. We coming off tournaments with 20-plus teams. Sometimes we said, look, with a live broadcast, you want to take advantage of every opportunity. As you can see, we got 2 fields on one field here at MacArthur High School. Thanks so much to Hollywood, Florida, MacArthur's very own high school, for having us out here. MacArthur's actually competing today. But, Chris, I'm going to hand it over to you and introduce some of these teams that are representing the South Florida today.
Well, as we talked about, Ryan, in the last segment or opening segment, you've got 7 teams, but you've got mainly Broward and Dade County, a lot of Dade participating in this tournament. A couple of undefeateds thrown in there that we might see. But as I said or spoke to earlier, a lot of these fellas know each other up to this point, played against each other. And this is just an extension of that, for all you folks that don't know too much about 7-on-7. It's really, I think, a more higher octane level of flag football to some degree. And it's caught on big time in the South, gaining a lot of momentum. I'm still learning myself about it, even though, going back to my playing days,
Right.
you had skeleton crews and you participated in things like this, but
used
it
to
was
just-
never on this level.
Right. It used to just be practice.
Absolutely.
And believe it or not too long ago, they were just scratching the surface. A graduate of 2010 class, I remember participating in the big time ones. Nike coming in and taking over, giant complexes and having views that we had with them yesterday. We got 3 of the top coaches representing some of the teams that are out here on the field. But the 7v7 circuit, it's a whole different world.
Oh, absolutely.
And to for most people to understand, Florida is different from a lot of other states. And the reason I say that is because not a lot of the other states, which the majority of the other states, don't have spring football. So,
That's true.
So when we talk about the 7v7 circuit, these guys will only be out here so much longer. And then going into summer, but you have to think about, they have to go back to their high school teams. They got to prepare for the fall season. But these Florida guys, when we start talking about getting in that May 1st, that's spring football. So you go up north, these guys from Atlanta, Georgia, Mississippi, all over the South, all over the nation, they don't have spring football. So as, what we're talking about, it's scratching the surface, but 7v7, folks, if you haven't seen it yet, you're watching it here today. And once again, you got 2 different cameras. We got 2 different fields going on. We're wrapping up the pool play. Each team was guaranteed 4 games. Now, we had one drop out, so it seems like a bad thing, but it wasn't, because we got some teams that got a chance to play more games.
That's true.
The single elimination's coming up. We're going to have 2 cameras on the field, so we apologize if it's a little too much craziness coverage. We're going to go back and forth from game to game. We're going to do the best we can, but we want you to stay until that championship game. We're looking at a time around 5 o'clock. Championship game, we got teams right now with some scores. I'm going to throw some stuff your way. MacArthur High School is they are 1-2 right now, and we'll get these scores updated for you in the next couple minutes. No Fly Zone is 1-2 as well. The Florida Fire is 3-0. Miami Showcase, they're 2-0, but you have to understand some of these teams are still playing, so their records aren't going to look like the others. So Miami Showcase Stars, 2-0. Hard Knocks, they're 2-2. Ferguson High School is unfortunately an 0-3, and GVP All Stars is 1-1. But remember, folks, not all of these teams has finished up their pool play. We're going to get that action to you, and right now we're going to throw it over to some of the top coaches in Broward County and representing these teams today. We're going to throw it over to Glenn Holtz with the Miami Showcase. So we're going to step off and enjoy the interview.
Productions. Stealth rating. Students taking education on the line with head coach Glenn Holtz with Miami Showcase Stars. Glenn, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic out here at the Elite 7v7, the South Florida Classic with our qualifier. We got some great teams out here today, and we want to get a chance for you, yourself, to promote your team, to promote yourself, and just to give the audience a little bit of background on what you've been doing and the fantastic job that you've provided for these student athletes. So we're going to jump right into it, if you don't mind. We got first question on the list. Just give the audience an opportunity just to understand the Miami Showcase Stars. Let's talk about the team background and maybe how it started.
Well, the team started last year. We originally had our first tryout last year. We had about 60 guys come out to the team last year to try to try out for the team, which we have a team of 24 guys on our team. The Miami Showcase just started as me and one of my really close friends, we wanted to start a 7-on-7 just to get exposure for these young kids out here in South Florida and be able to travel to different tournaments and be around some recruiting and some scouting.
Right.
And we just said to ourselves, let's just call it the Miami Showcase so these guys can showcase their talent.
There you go. Keep it simple for the audience. I love it. A little bit about your background. You said you started the team not too long ago, and we're always interested. We deal with a lot of high school coaches. We're around the Broward and Dade County all the time, and one of my favorite things is obviously seeing men being able to be a mentor for some student athletes, and obviously a lot of them come in because they've played maybe at the collegiate level. They maybe have played at the NFL level, or they just have an experience playbook of being around student athletes and just being around the game of football. So maybe a little bit of background on yourself and how's it kind of fall in place?
Well, a little bit of background with myself. I'm a former NFL player. I went to college. I went to the University of Kentucky. I played in the Southeastern Conference. And I just look at South Florida as like a hub for just talented football players in general. I just said to myself, I just want to bring a little bit more quality to football coaching down here in South Florida. I coach high school football here. I coach at the university school.
Okay.
And I'm just here, just soaking it up and just trying to bring South Florida football, exactly where it is.
I love it. Now, one of the most exciting things for us, we come in and just the dynamic of 7v7 football. It's created a huge buzz, like we were talking about before. 3 years ago, it seemed like it was just another flag football game, maybe a practice round during the off season, but it's exploded into these tournaments, and these teams are just popping out of the woodwork. And one of the most interesting things is the relationships that are established with the players. Now, I've talked with coaches previously, and you're not just a high school coach anymore. You guys travel. You're going on road trips. We had a team coming in from Atlanta today, and just the bond that is created. Let's talk a little bit about the relationships that you have with these individual athletes.
The relationships I have with these players, is really tight. We don't have a huge team. It's not a team of 60 guys where you're on high school football. These guys come from different high school teams, and we all got to play together. And that's just my main thing, to just to get guys to socialize with guys from different schools and build relationships and build friendships, because we all come from different places. I have guys on my team from all the way up to Broward, down to, down south.
Right.
So, these guys, basically come together and try to build a football team of success.
Right. What now? A lot of these guys, they come from different schools, so they end up, believe it or not, playing each other. Maybe during the regular season, during high school football. Is there any tension ever? I know. Is there any tension on the field sometimes when they're like, "Hey, man, I'm going to see you out on the regular season field"?
That's it, man. These guys get really, really competitive. Even in practice, because there's like, oh, you'll never do that to me. You did it to me last year. This year, I'm here to shut you down. It's just really, really competitive, man. And that's all I ask for with these kids, just to keep the competitiveness.
Well, let's talk about the team success. On and off the field at HSPN, we're always striving for greatness. And every time we put a mic in a student athlete's face, one of the main questions is, hey, what's your GPA? Academically, what's your character like? So I wanted to give an opportunity to talk about maybe the success of the Miami Showcase Stars on and off the field.
Well, off the field, I try to keep up with these guys' grades as much as possible, man, because, this is an extracurricular activity that we do. It's not too much time consuming. So, I hold those guys accountable with their grades. I say, guys, when you get your third semester, a report card, guys, I need to take a look at it.
Awesome.
Those are going to hold the guys accountable.
Is professional. NFL. We got an interview with him. I'm going to send that over to Chaz, and you're going to check this out. Stay with us. Coaches out there that are too involved with the independent 7-on-7 type teams. They focus in on the high school teams. And as a college freshman, earned all Mid-South Conference first team honors, played in all 10 games, and led the team in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdown receptions. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you, a special friend and brother of mine, former teammate of the Tornadoes of Alcoa, Tennessee, Chaz Barnes. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us, and just want to give the audience a little bit of background. Chaz, we played together back in the foothills of Alcoa, Tennessee, and you made your way to the college level. Give us a little background of, just where you came from and where you are now.
Came from Alcoa, Tennessee. I didn't play off. Two coaches always come up to me and be like, "Chad, you'd be a great receiver, man. You need to give it a shot. You need senior season of high school. I wanted to give everything a shot. It's my last year of high school, so I wanted to give everything a try. And so I went out there and I did really well. I was an athlete that could go get the ball like a rebound, so I did really well, and I got an opportunity to play at a small school at Lindsey Wilson College in Columbia, Kentucky. They gave me an opportunity out of high school, and I took it, and I ran with it. I made the most of it.
Outstanding. And for the audience, for those of you who don't know Alcoa, Tennessee, if you know high school football, and I believe when Chaz and I played for Alcoa, we were maybe 30th in the nation. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, we were.
Top football program. If you know Alcoa, you know Maryville, but East Tennessee, putting out some outstanding athletes and some outstanding football. If you know Knoxville, Tennessee, the Big Orange, 15 minutes south on the 129, right into the Foothills Parkway, you got good old Alcoa, Tennessee, and some great football. When's the last time you were back in Alcoa?
The last time I was back in Alcoa was actually the other day. I was training out here. I was in Florida training for a little bit to get ready for a pro day, and then I came back home for a couple weeks before training in Knoxville over at Johnny Long's, and I trained over there and get ready for my pro day.
Well, I know we got a list of questions, and we're going to get right into that, but there's something specific about Alcoa, small town in East Tennessee, but big things happening coming out of Alcoa. I know everyone just witnessed, and there's a lot of proud Alcoa former Tornadoes and just the community. I want to mention the name Randall Cobb and Green Bay Packer. What are your thoughts on his decision going back to Green Bay?
I feel like it was the best decision. He's a man that's not going to leave a good situation and go to a bad. And he felt, being in Green Bay is a great opportunity to win championships. And that's what he's all about. He's all about it at Alcoa. And just seeing him, growing up, looking up to him, just seeing his attitude and how he got to where he is now is something I look up to. And that's what I plan on doing, is making it to where he is. He set the bar for everybody. And I'm trying to, get to where he's at. But it was a great decision that he made, because he, stayed in a good situation. They almost made it to the Super Bowl this past season. And
right.
They're right there. So it was a good decision. And I feel like he didn't want to leave a good situation and go to a bad over the money.
Absolutely.
So that's just the type of person that he is.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, I know there's a bunch of people in Alcoa that are just proud of him, especially yourself.
Yeah.
You're one of many that, Randall has basically paved the way for many athletes to look up to. And like you said, you're trying to fill a big pair of shoes, and you've had some major success so far, as I mentioned earlier. But we're going to jump right into it. And I know I got a
Okay.
couple questions for you, and a couple of questions that the audience, I feel like they're really going to be interested in. Because like you said, as a former basketball player, you only have 1 year of high school football under your belt. Everyone wants to know, how the heck do you get some college offers with 1 year of high school under your belt?
Yeah, I just, went up there and played my senior year, like I mentioned. And after the season, I felt we went undefeated, won a state championship. And it was a feeling like, dang, I missed the past, 3 years of my high school career, because I was focusing on basketball because that's what I wanted to be, to make it to college in basketball. But, that senior experience, man, playing with my brothers, man, that grew up with, basically, and, winning a state championship, it just felt so awesome, man. I knew the potential that I had at receiver because it was just so natural to me. Like, I really didn't have to work hard. Everything I caught naturally, I ran naturally.
Well, it's
it just,
at 6'4", 195 pounds. It shouldn't be too difficult for you out there on the outside.
It wasn't too difficult, but going into the process of recruiting, I made a recruiting page like every other high school athlete would, just to put my name out there to see, because I didn't have a lot of film, because at the high school we ran the ball heavy.
Right.
So I only had, one touchdown, and that's the only film that I had. So I made a recruiting highlight profile like every other athlete does in high school. And a small school, Lindsey Wilson College, took a look at my profile page, because it shows you the colleges that looked at it. And so I contacted them. They called me up. They wanted me to come out to the school in Columbia, Kentucky to run routes, do some drills. They wanted to see me in person. And so I went out there and, really showed what I could do. And then they offered me, and I just went ahead and I took it. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
And 4
Coming
years.
out of high school. Yeah.
Yep. And 4 years later, I know I mentioned a couple of the honors that you received. And for those that are wondering, I'm looking at the Lindsey Wilson athletic page right now, and I'm looking at your sophomore profile.
Yeah.
Number 4, I see you were 6'4", 195 then. Is there any more weight on your bones since then?
Man, my metabolism's so high. The biggest I've ever gotten was the 205 going into this past senior year. And that was the biggest I've ever gotten. And then it has been around that from 195 to 200. I can't really get no less or get any more because my metabolism's so high. But I feel like, I could just keep doing the process and keep eating right, eating clean, eating healthy.
Right.
It will eventually start to stick as I get older.
Right. Well, senior year, let's reflect on the past 4 years there over with the Raiders.
Man, it was some of the best times of my life, man. Everybody has that dream out of high school to go Division I, to play on ESPN every weekend, to do this, to do that, to get all this publicity, to get all this recognition. But, man, the smaller schools they have every bit of college to offer as the bigger schools do. For one, in the classroom, you get a lot of one-on-ones with teachers. They'll help you. You're not in a classroom for 300 people. The classes are relatively small, so you can get the help. And on football, the talent is just as good. Playing in the NAI, there's guys that are just as talented as Division I guys. There's situations, is why they're there. And, I loved every bit of my whole 4 years playing at Lindsey Wilson College, just competing every day with my teammates, man, and getting better and watching us grow, man, from the beginning of my freshman year to the senior year, just seeing how much Lindsey Wilson has grown. Because going into I had to redshirt my first year, and that was the very first year that Lindsey Wilson College ever had the program. And they went 5-6, and I just always knew, man, it'd be great things coming from this program because the coaches had the same mindset as me. And that's to work hard and get better every day. And that's what we did. And so in my very first year playing, after my redshirt year, did good. Had all conference awards, and we went 7-3. And then we just gradually got better and better every year. I think we had a bad sophomore year, but senior year we just won the conference championship. We made it to the second round of the playoffs, which has never been done before in history at Lindsey Wilson, let alone we won the conference championship as well. And we finished the season, I think, 7 in the polls. So it's bright futures ahead for Lindsey Wilson College, and it was just a great experience. And besides the football standpoint, I found Christ too. I got baptized March 23rd last year, 2014, and that's one of the biggest things. Man, there's a lot of guys on my team, that led the right way, the Christian way, and it was something I felt like I had to do, was give my life to Christ, and that's another big thing that took place while at Lindsey Wilson as well.
Wow. Amazing testimony. And I see here that you're also a communications major. Have you
Yes.
Have you got the degree yet?
Yeah, I got the degree. I
Nice.
graduated in December of 2014. It was like a big weight lifted on my shoulder, because that's what you go to college for.
Right.
Yes, the football is just a bonus. The degree stays with you forever. You can't play football forever. So I'm blessed to have got the opportunity to learn for 4 years and get my degree in communications.
Right. Well, and I know we spoke briefly about some plans after the college experience, and I know you've had some exciting things happen not too long ago. So let's talk about it. You just had, let's talk about the plans, maybe the expectations, the goals that you had coming out, and let's get into the exciting day that we talked about earlier on today.
Yeah, man. The goals I had coming out of college is to make it to the NFL. After my freshman season, I caught a game-winning one-handed catch, and it kind of went viral, I guess you could say. And I started getting a lot of looks and things, and started getting real to me. Like, dang, I'm just reaching to where I could get. I got so much potential in me. So I kept working, and that's the goal, is to make it to the NFL. Just recently, I attended a pro day. I got invited to attend a pro day, not at Lindsey Wilson, but it was at another college in Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky University, and it went really well. I stood out. I had a great day. I ran routes real well, ran a 40 real well, and did all the drills real well, and I feel real good about my performance and how it went, and it's all glory to God, because, without Him, none of it's even possible. So I'm just thankful to just get the opportunity to showcase what I can do in front of scouts that were there at the event. And now it's just, just keep training, preparing, and waiting until the draft comes to see what happens. And so just keep working and praying. That's all I can do.
Awesome. Amen. Like I said, what a outstanding testimony and a great story so far with, what is it? Was it only 23 years of age on you?
22.
22 right around the corner. 22. I see June 17th. Is the big 2-3.
Yeah, that's the big 2-3, man.
Well,
it's crazy how fast time flies.
Yeah, exactly. And I know something that really, like you said, you're an inspiration even to those that already know you, your friends, your family. I follow you personally on social media, and there's always some type of inspiration. And I wanted to make sure I asked this question. It's probably one of the most important questions. Is any advice for any upcoming athlete that maybe have the same story or maybe the same path they feel like they're going down?
Yeah, just continue to work hard, and believe. That's the biggest thing you can do, is believe in yourself. You're going to have people that don't think you can do this. You're going to have people that criticize you. But as long as you believe in yourself and, have God first in all you do, you can do anything you set your mind to. So don't get discouraged if you don't get the offer. Maybe you don't get the D1 offer that you're wanting. You don't get this, you don't get that, because God already has it planned out already. So just continue, just keep working, and when that opportunity comes to get a college offer and a team wants you, you have to go with it, because you would want to go to a team that wants you and you can play right away and play, versus just saying you went to a bigger school or you went to somewhere just to say you went there and not even play at all. So it's just enjoy the process and the journey. That's one thing that it went real fast for me, because, as mentioned, I was playing basketball. I was thinking I was going to get a big Division I basketball offer. I was going to play in a McDonald's game, all this and that. But, I found football, and it got me to a small school where I wanted to be known, and I wanted to be the first player for my school to make it to the NFL. So everybody's story is different, and just whatever offer you may get, take a serious look into it, because even if it's a small school, they see potential in you, and that's good right there. They see that you have potential. So you can't don't be greedy. Just take every offer, and it's a journeying process, as I mentioned. Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it.
That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm doing now. After getting out of college, chasing my NFL dream. It's just enjoying the process. For me, it's times where I'm like just ready just to find out what team I go to get an opportunity. It's times I'm just so anxious, man, but it's a process, man, and just enjoy it, and you guys that are seniors in high school that getting ready, going through your senior season, you got the big summer coming up with camps and stuff, man. Just enjoy the process, because that's what it's all about. It's just enjoying the process in the moment and every day that God gives you.
Amen. And Chaz, we're anxious to follow the story and the path that you're paving for all the student athletes behind us, and we want a chance to figure out where can we follow you.
Okay, I'm on Twitter. My username is CB_football WR, and on Instagram you can follow me, Chaz Barnes 4. Those are the two accounts I have.
Well, Chaz, we do appreciate your time, and
appreciate it.
Absolutely, and
Thanks
outstanding testimony here from Chaz Barnes, former Raider, always going to be a Raider at heart. Lindsey Wilson College up in Kentucky.
Yes,
big shout out to the Big Blue. We love having former athletes on the panel at all times, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we give it up for Chaz Barnes. We're following.
We go, fellas. And now we are joined by three of the GVP All-Stars, participants, of course, in the Elite 7-on-7 today. All right, fellas, tell me your name, what school you're from, and what position you play.
David Bradley, Miami Springs Senior High, wide receiver.
Darius Brown, Booker T. Washington Senior High, slot.
Darryl Bethune Jr., Miami Springs, running back.
Okay, is this the first time you fellas have participated in a 7-on-7? If so, what have you gotten out of it? This for any of you.
I got a lot of experience. I'm fresh out of Part 1. I'm class of 2018. I got a lot of experience mentally and physically.
Okay, how about you fellas?
It's a great opportunity to play against some of our Optimus players that we don't play with when we was younger. So it's like a good experience.
The main point of the tournament is to get better each day, work hard, get some good work in. That's it.
So, along the lines of participating with fellas that what are you trying to learn? What are you trying to gain from being in something like this?
I'm trying to gain everything, man. All the routes, my routes, perfecting my routes. I'm just trying to gain everything, learn everything.
How does this differ from being in regular football for any of you guys?
It's sort of kind of the same. It's just work on routes in the past situation. Ain't no running, so you just work on the routes that you got to do.
And any of you fellas looking on the scholarship level? Anybody contacted you yet? Any offers?
Nah, not right now. It just take patience, time and patience. You'll get what you want.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you fellas for joining me. I appreciate the time, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you, Ryan.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was Chris Jenkins on the sideline with some outstanding athletes, GVP All-Stars. And the interview you heard right before that, Chaz Barnes, coming out of Lindsey Wilson College. We thank him so much for joining us today. We had a chance to check him out yesterday. I gave him a call, and like I said, former athlete that I had a chance to play with up there at Alcoa, little old Alcoa, Tennessee. If you know the Foothills Parkway down by Maryville, Blount County, 15 minutes south of Knoxville, you're going to run right into Alcoa High School. We thank him for joining us today. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing is the rounds single elimination. We got some teams up, and we're going back and forth with these camera angles, and we're going to just keep bringing that action to you. So stay with us as long as possible. We got single elimination rounds coming up. We're going to get the updated scores, the updated teams, and we're going to keep you updated with the action. Once again, you're watching high school 7v7 the 2015 South Florida Elite 7v7 Classic. This is the Florida qualifier. Joined by Chris Jenkins on the field. This is Ryan Stout from the booth. We're going to stay with the live action. Stay with us.
Oh, that's two. Yeah, two up. That's the 5-4. Y'all done? Did I talk to you? Yeah, 7-5. Who's Gerard Thomas?
The quarterback.
Gerard! Right knee! Need them two for sure. Gerard and Rodney. After the game.
Hurry up! Y'all got like 5 minutes, y'all gotta hurry. All y'all can bring the one back, however y'all do it. Offense! Hey, offense! I'll get the one.
Hold on, fellas. 7 up. I'm trying to get 7 up. Hey, let's go! Ready?
I'm one in there.
What's up, coach?
Yeah, he's holding my football, allowed me to go to the goal. I told him to bring the refs up now. Good, coach.
That's what coaches are. Teach me what they do. You're moving up in the world. I know you like those little pictures on Instagram, huh? Maybe you'll get a little phone call, a little action in there, huh? I'm telling you. You want to tournament, you can do some little play. That's all you have to say. What score is it? Yeah. About what? We got about a touchdown. Yeah. Good. Hey, what's your tie? What's your score? Tie?
All right, I'm ready to give a quick update whenever you are. Am I framed up okay?
That's it.
Keep working, man. You gotta keep working. About 5 or so.
Hey, what's up, big bro? Big bro. Big bro. Come out.
All of you in this game.
You ain't playing? DJ! Bring your big body ass on. All right. Richard!
Funny as shit I was thinking. You gotta go for the ball.
With Dalvin and Joe?
Freeman! What's that Freeman, man? What about T.Y.? We got John Brown. Jerome Holliman. Please.
Dark, bro. I know, bro.
Come get interviewed.
Showcase, y'all will be up next over here, Oh, we been on our ass.
I got to the point where I said, I don't give a
If he ain't not the fifth grader, he'll be the back door. You see what I'm saying? But if you already 7 yards, you walk out. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to make you be off like that, but if you have to play pressure, you got to be an athlete. You know, you got to be doing things. Man got you playing man off, walk out of there. That man's not fast. You think he's fast? All you do is you would running out. We'll cut that motherfucker off. Right? Yeah. That's it. Cut him off. You got to make sure he.
To some of the top on the field update in Broward County and representing these teams today. We're going to throw it over to Glenn Holtz with them. And we got an on the field update. We got Knox, the Hard Knocks, with a win over Ferguson in the first round of the single eliminations. Hard Knocks going on to the next round, and also No Fly Zone with a win over MacArthur High School. Goodbye MacArthur and goodbye Ferguson. Hard Knocks and No Fly with W's. We got No Fly Zone competing with the Florida Fire next. And in the camera right now, we got GVP All-Stars versus the Miami Showcase Stars. Stay with us.
That's not no point, though.
How did it start? What was the inspiration of getting the GVP All-Stars going?
So basically, it started at a company that's called Gateway Video Production, where my father, who owns the company, started doing videos, kids highlight tapes, and had a relationship with kids to where kids wanted to come and operate with them. And like my dad was so hands-on with kids that he wanted to make his own sell-on team to help kids progress and like his team, help them out, keep them out of the streets and trouble.
What kind of relationships do you develop with the high school athletes?
Basically, the high school athletes, me as being we could be a football player, still doing it with the college. I look back at the kids, a young group coming up. I look at them like no brothers now. They can stay the night at my house, coach this, they need, help in school. I take them there, need route practice, I take them there. always there to help them physical. You know, as my father's child, I understand what these kids go through and what they need help with. So I got a good relationship with the kids. You know, they come, stay the night, play video games, hang out. You know, I'm always anything to do to keep them out of trouble.
So let's talk a little bit about the success on and off the field of these athletes.
Yes, sir. Well, basically with my kids, well, my father's kids and me as being the coach as well, he likes, you know, always go through GPA with his kids before you want to put them on a team. Because without GPA, you can't play ball without a GPA, because in order to play, you have a GPA in school, you got to have a GPA. So therefore, my dad do push that before he signed kids up to 17, he do look at them grades. And that's how he like to keep the kids organized. See, like, you know, my competitive team is South Florida Express. We always, as our rival, basically our rival. We haven't played nobody else that gave us, you know, competition for South Florida Express.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we play them, we knock them out. You know, it's one of our best games. And we always look forward to play South Florida Express.
Right.
So that's what we like to go out there with, you know, clear up, play up, run around and play them.
Now, what are some of your, as an individual coach, what are some of your goals? What are some of your expectations that you lay on the line that you just put out in front for these student athletes to understand before they even get started?
My goal is to show these kids a combination of what's ahead of life. What can your future be? What's, you know, what this whole Semifinal program is to help you progress off season so you won't be in trouble off season. A lot of kids get in trouble when they're not in school. When they're off season, they be too bored to where they find themselves getting in trouble. So that's why, you know, I feel like this is a good, you know, good program for someone to be around so they can be doing something as well instead of just be sitting around.
Right.
You know, get them more, you know, exposure to the coaches, scouts to come out and see what you can do, you know, off season.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about, let's get these athletes on the radar. Impact players. Some guys that really represent the team GVP All-Stars.
My impact players, like I say, I like Devontae Lopez. He's a safety. He plays for Matter Academy. You see, I like TV. You know, I like him. He's a good on the field and equipment and off the equipment. I like him. My other one is Darius Brown. He plays Boogie T. He's only a ninth grader, and he showed me a lot that he's good at that receiving. Matter of fact, he's the one that helped us win the game against South Florida Express. I even have TJ that plays for Matter Academy, the quarterback.
Right.
I don't know if you know anything about TJ, but he's a good quarterback as well. You know, his name's out there buzzing. I like him because he's a pocket quarterback. You know, even equipment, he don't scramble a lot. And I like that, but he completes the ball, and I like his arm. And I like that, basically. And then I got another kid named Mark Pope. He's only going to be a freshman. Only going to be a freshman. And I like him. He plays receiver. He helped us at South Florida Express as well, too. Scored 2 times.
Now, you talked a little bit about your biggest rivalry. You know, you're talking about the South Florida Express, and unfortunately, they won't be able to show out this weekend. But we got some other teams that are coming out. Florida Fire. You got Hard Knocks. You got No Fly Zone. Miami Showcase Stars. Any teams in particular that stand out to you guys, or maybe you're just real excited to compete because you never played them before?
Really, I can't. We're with you, Coach. I can't be honest with you about them because we have not ran into a team that made us play our A game. You know, like, we always go out there and show out, and we go out there just for a W. We don't think about no L's. I know everybody else feel the same as we feel. Nobody wants to go home with an L.
Right.
I just feel like, since we've been on that field, I feel like nobody gives competition for South Florida Express.
Expectations for this weekend overall coming into the Elite?
You know, when we come out there and play a game, we want to win it all. That's what we want to do. We want to win it all. So GVP All-Star was the name of the event. That's all you're going to hear about.
Now, let's say an athlete's tuned in right now and he says, you know what, I'm ready to get signed up, GVP All-Stars. What's the next steps for them? I know I got your Twitter over here. Is there any type of website or any contact information?
Oh, yeah. You know, my cell number, my email, my father's number. It is there, you know. You want to come, we'll talk, ask about your GPA, see if it's good, if it's not good, we'll help you working in the classroom. Bring you out here, speak to you about it, we'll play you.
The amount of talent you guys are bringing out, Miguel, we appreciate you coming on the line with us, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow during the Elite 2015 Classic, the qualifier round. We're looking forward to seeing some action. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problem, Coach. Thank you.
Absolutely. And once again, this is Miguel.
Chill out over there.
Tony, both of y'all fail. Both of y'all.
Hey, Brandon. You got it somewhere. You got it somewhere to go. You'll have a seat for me, all right? I didn't see it.
Second down, man.
Sir. Hey.
Don't ask me what happened, y'all. Nobody. I know I'm being proactive. Cheeto, hey, talk to Cheeto. That's what you do. Cheeto, talk to him. Cheeto, calm down.
I'm just not trying to get burnt. But I ain't trying to y'all boys to play safety and get back. Hold on, take off.
Everybody for their fucking self. Hey, nobody. Hey, y'all heard what I said about GDP? Nobody. Y'all heard what I said about GDP? Nobody. All in their face, we'll see y'all out there. After this game, y'all go. After this game, y'all going home. Back to y'all bag. After this game, you gotta come on. After this game. I ain't telling you what. Hey, I need to go. Oh, the boy just said he better than me. Hey, I see you, girl.
Yesterday when you got, but you didn't know. I told you more like this, so me and Quake always been cool with
And what is halftime?
Hey, 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 what two is that? Hey, we got one out of this. Whoa. I can't blood. Oh yeah! You ready, guys?
Yeah, I'm already good. He told me, they're telling me I had to sit out or something. He told me to sit out.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Before you leave, get that to me. I need to check on them. Hey, Pat! Ask me! You got a pick. You got a pick.
What?
Oh, they saying good job, fellas, but they know they cheated. They stupid, bro. Hey, yo, y'all wouldn't hang up. Beat their ass,
They deserve it. Yo, my man, you keep coming at me about what? They say 18 defense. You are 18 defense. Correct? And my man, you keep going crazy with me, brother. You ain't on that, man. You ain't talking about you. Hey. It's a kid, man. All right, let's go. Where we go? It's a kid, man. Yo, that nigga supposed to be here, Bob. Hey, supposed to be here, Bob. This ain't your team, Bob. Bob, man. That boy, you're Bob, man. That a Bob, man. Yo, y'all know. Hey, handle your business, y'all. Right now. Hey, y'all know now. I throw the ball there on purpose. I know you throw the ball there on purpose. Well, right there, they got the ball.
He slammed the paper for us though. He slammed the paper because they trying us, bro. What coach gonna let a nigga try? Let another nigga try his team, bro? That shit don't go down like that. Fuck that, bro. They been cheating over there. They been cheating, bro. What? Look. Back it up. Fucking fight him. That's it, brother. They just go back. Like nobody will ever talk about
And we got a score update. The last final, what you can see right now, we got the Miami Showcase versus Hard Knocks and the Florida Fire versus No Flying Zone. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the semifinals of the Elite 7v7 Classic here in South Florida. Hope you're enjoying the action so far. We got some more coming your way. Stay with us.
Hey, Rev, what was that final score there? I had 20,
Hey, they open school and they ain't even here. But they ain't go. Hey, bro.
defense. Defense.
Sis told me, Brandon. Sis told me to switch my face mask.
Suck it up, defense! Suck it up! Suck it up, defense! Suck it up! Coverage!
I'm on that camera, I'm on that camera scoring. Huh? What? I ain't gonna fly no brother. I come from you can't go from like uncoordinated. I think like if you was coordinated like real
But yeah, we definitely want to get a few minutes with you. Talk a little bit about today.
And we're here live from the booth. We're going to send it down. We got a great interview coming up with Chris Jenkins on the sidelines with KDA director, founder, and president Patrick Lowe. Chris, we're sending it to you.
And welcome back. Joined now on the field by one of the founders for Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, the main supporter, one of the main supporters of why we're out here today. This is Mr. Patrick Lowe giving us a little bit of time. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Talk to us a little bit about this. This is the, obviously, South Florida Elite 7-on-7.
Yes.
Have you felt it's gone? Has it been a success? What have you thought so far?
Oh, yeah, it's been a major success. When we started back in 2001, I can recall it was me, Coach Stout, and a group of my friends making things like this happen. And now it's evolved into teams from Dade and Broward and all over. Teams get to compete against each other before spring football. We get a chance to talk about education and getting to college. And I'm loving it, man. The competition is high, and we've come a long way.
Now, we talked a little bit about me and Ryan, talking to the folks coming on. You know, 7-on-7's taking on a life of its own. I remember when I played, and it was just for practice.
Right.
It really wasn't any type of major competition involved other than inter-team.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about being involved in that, the transition with the KDA into that, and what do you think the future it holds and that kind of thing?
But one thing we specialize with KDA, you know, we're targeting everything kids love. And we know that's the carrot. We dangle the carrot, and then once we get their attention, we start implementing our academic programs for the students and parents. So we know that 7-on-7 is nationwide, and we've been getting a lot of feedback lately from different partners that are partnering up with us. And they've already been doing it across the nation and throughout the state. And here we are already doing it. So why not get together? We have the leadership and the business corporate structure. And now it's time to help as many kids get to college as possible. So every chance I get is get into their schools and help their kids with SAT, ACT prep, all the way to financial aid assistance. We want these coaches to have a study hall where they have a foundation where kids can come every day and get things done. And if you don't have homework, then we're working on the college admission procedures. And so we know that's what's important to help these 99% of kids fly under the radar.
Now, as far as the tournament itself, any team stand out, any athletes that you've seen? Because, you know, you got some of the best, and these fellas are able to get reps and continue to be active, continue that conditioning. What stood out? Anything or any team stood out so far for you today?
Actually, some of the losing teams have stood out the most because of their character, how they responded to the adversity, and how them and their coaches came together. I like Ferguson and MacArthur the best, believe it or not, because they showed the most class.
Okay.
As far as talent goes, you know, you got the teams like No Fly Zone and Fire South and Hard Knocks and Miami Showcase. They've been the ones who kind of rose to the top of the occasion. But what I look at mostly, I don't really look at the score and the trophy. I look at character. I look at, you know, how coaches deal with their players. How do they respond to the refs call? You know, no profanity, those type of things. The things that coaches are looking for at the next level, so we can reinforce those things. So that's what stood out the most with me. You know, I like the guys who, you know, keep a low profile but play their hearts out. I love those kids the most. The kids who are the most talented, sometimes they the loudest, but that's okay too. As long as you just as energetic in class, you all right with me.
Well, it's been entertaining, good contest. We're winding down, you know, to the championship, which we're going to broadcast here pretty soon. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. Live your dreams. Change one life, change generation. Keep them dreams alive.
Back to you, Ryan.
4 years, we come to that 20 years. Let's go. Over here, we get 5 minutes. Brandon, I ain't tell you, bro. Hey, man, let me get that. Everybody over here. Hey, let's go. That's right. Take on you, ball from you, take your ball counter trap. But it's football. Y'all better than us. Y'all got to get them players with 8 players. I don't care about the official. I don't care about the director. You guys got to go out there and play. And we score like we need to score.
I ain't seen nobody. Bro, I feel the same. Yeah, that. They pick out like this. I'm like this. Boy, hot. I'm bad at him, boy. I'm just saying. Basketball, bro. One more time.
I still think Amari he was better because he dominated 4 years straight. That's what I'm saying. Cool faster too.
Hey, y'all need to be all ready to go. Hey, we need one stop. You want to stop?
Hey, Rob, let's go, Rob.
Hey, I had 60 plus. I had 60 Hey, you think I would have beat us last year? Hey, yo, you think I would have beat us last year? Matter, bro. On the Man, let's cut the game off. Football is chill. You have to make time to chill. Why not?
Come on, quick crowd. Come on, left up. Quick crowd. Lay it out. You got to play both ways sometimes. Trying to sing. Get tuned up.
Hey, what we went at last week, PJ? What was the tournament that we had last week? Sam Madison tournament. Where? Hey, John. Where was the Sam Madison tournament last week? Go now. About to get the message.
Hey, let's go, guys! Hey, let's go real quick. Hey, hard on! Hey, hard knock! Gerard, let's go! Gerard!
Get in there, man. Hey, hard knocks, let's go. Hey, let's go. Hey, Day, let's go. Go, come on, man. Hey, real quick. That guy. Hey, listen up. I'm trying to get you out of here. Listen up. Hey, guys, listen up. All right, look. Not bad.
Oh, you got the red. Sorry, we're doing something like that.
That's good practice, so coaches can see what we have. We're only taking 40. That's mandatory practice hard. Have to look at my calendar. If you don't go to practice, you won't go to IMG. Coach T-Law, I'll shot. You gotta get better. Gotta get better. Hey, top four. They're reason that. Y'all get it straight. Mandatory practice tomorrow at 3:30. If you're not there, you don't go to IMG. Hey, Andrew Robert, Tito, how your son get down there? Tito, how your son get down there? Call him. Tito, how your son? Call him. Oh, boy, I ain't even get it. You gotta want to be there. I'm good straight through. Find a way. When you got it out of the find a way. Right? Go left, right? You make the streets, you gotta find a way. Here we go. All right. Hey, who got my phone? Because that's your phone. All right, come. All right, mandatory practice tomorrow. All right, so hey, post it. I want the whole team. Post it on Facebook. All right. I got ACT class tomorrow. What time? I don't know. Depending on what time practice is. Practice at 3:30. If you can, if you got what is bro? You got to get it. Go.
Everybody got something to drink?
And welcome back here to Hollywood, Florida. MacArthur High School, Chris Jenkins and Ryan Stout on the mic with you, prepared for championship action in the South Florida 2015 Elite 7-on-7. And to start things out, you've got the South Florida Fire taking on Miami Showcase. Now, these two teams faced off against each other last week at Brian Piccolo Park, with South getting the win. We're going to try and get you to action the best we can. Keep in mind, all action takes place from the 40-yard line. And the visiting team gets the ball first. Now, of course, both of these two teams, as you can see, wearing white. So we'll do the best we can to get you who's who as we fight the sun in the process. Looks like a third down situation, and they're going long and almost coming up with it. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver for Showcase that time. I think that was number 10.
Yes, the sun doesn't help in this situation right now.
Absolutely not.
But we got live action. We got two great cameramen on the deck right now, and we got a wide shot. We're going to get that close shot to you as well, so stay with us.
I think that was Robert Brown, the intended receiver for Florida Fire South. Now, keep in mind, there are 4 downs in this type of game setup, but you cannot pick up a first down until you at least cross the 20-yard line.
And it looks like we lost the lines on the field. It's been a long day. These guys running around.
So we're going to say probably about the 35, actually about the 20. Take that back. Looked like he was probably around the 28. Pass was incomplete, nonetheless.
Championship game. It's been a long day, I could tell you that.
Absolutely. We've been going since about 11 o'clock this morning. And we just finished up the single elimination portion of the contest. So we're in the championship round. Winner receives a trophy and qualifies for the regional. And keep in mind, we've got several other important dates involved in this. So we're going to be back here at least 4 more times. April 11th, May 2nd, June 6th, and July 11th and 12th for the national championship. It will not be here at MacArthur High, but we will be covering those here on HSPN. So Miami Showcase now takes over first down.
And that is number 84 on the reception. I believe, is that the Florida Fire we still got on offense?
Yes, that is Florida Fire now on offense. Number 84 hauling that one in, and that it will qualify to get them across the 20 to pick up a first.
And that's going to be incomplete right on the goal line.
And I take that back. You do not get a first down once you cross the 20-yard line, but you do have all 4 downs. If you don't score, the other team takes over possession. So we're looking at a second down situation at what we would be considered ordinarily the goal line.
And number 0 on almost the reception went out of his hands.
And you do have a 25-second clock to get the playoff. So it looks like Showcase, talking about it a little bit, taking their time to get the next playoff. And I think they are switching footballs in the process as well. Now, you do have a 20-minute half as opposed to a 12 up to this point. 20-minute half with a very short break. Number 1 is at the QB. Pass incomplete that time. And we'll get it right for you eventually. It is Florida Fire on offense currently. QB Vashawn Waiters out of Coral Gables, a senior, at the QB spot. So Florida Fire on offense, Miami Showcase on defense.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Fire have been undefeated all day.
That is correct. They are coming in, I believe it's 7-0. And going deep, incomplete that time. Thought you were trying to show me something on there. You were looking. All right, so we got, I believe, a third down and goal situation. Keep in mind, on third down in 7-on-7, you can put some pressure on the quarterback. You do not have to get back. Third down and goal situation for Waiters. Gets it off, floats one up, tries to get one in the end zone, incomplete, out of the back of the end zone. As you see the receiver in your screen right there.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And no score so far here in this one. Championship action here from MacArthur High School here in Hollywood, Florida, on a beautiful day. Been very hot, though.
Yes.
We've been sweating it out to get to this point. So
been sweating it out, been in the ice box, I would call it. And then about, 4:30, 5 o'clock, turned into a heater where we had to get the doors open. The AC was on. It was interesting.
So no score so far here in this one. Florida Fire will take over for their second possession of the championship. And in this situation, you're going to have a 5 wide set. And in the shotgun, incomplete. That was Jakari Harrison, who we spoke to earlier, if you were watching. Coconut Creek High School, yeah. We gave him some pretty extensive coverage, Ryan, throughout the 2014 campaign.
Absolutely. Had a huge game. If you go back on HSPN Sports, the YouTube, you're going to see an outstanding game versus Boynton Beach High School. You talk about an offensive game. I want to say the score at one point was in the 60s.
Yes, I believe it was 62-60 the final, if I'm not mistaken, in that game. It was a barn burner, to say the least.
Crazy.
So second down situation for Harrison. 5 wide receiver set, of course. You got 4 seconds to get the pass off. Fires one in there.
And the receivers are a bit confused. You got number 5 and number 10 a little bit confused. It almost looked like they had crossing routes. It looked like number 10 maybe was running a curl. And, 4 seconds, these guys are fast, so they're getting across the field. When you got number 5 coming across, who knows? Who knows? We'll never know, but hey.
A little speedster. But, of course, in 7-on-7, it gives the receivers plenty of an opportunity to try and get on the same page with their quarterback, work on routes and that kind of thing. Harrison, of course, fires one over the right side of the field, incomplete that time.
Receivers frustrated. That's also number 5 again for Miami Showcase.
I don't know if it was 5 or 3, Ryan. It looked like
I believe it was
Benoit.
5.
Or it was, okay. So wherever you may be listening or watching, we thank you for doing so here on HSPN. This is the 2015 South Florida Elite 7-on-7 Championship. We are broadcasting live from MacArthur High School.
Yes, sir. And this is the Florida qualifier, just the first of many tournaments coming up.
And believe this is 4th down for Harrison, and he does complete this one, it looks like. That will be enough to keep the drive alive. We have no score here in the championship game.
And I believe you were right, Chris. The young man, number 5, was the receiver that they just intended the pass for. Before, it was number 3.
Okay.
His dreads were in the way. He's got his shirt pulled up with his dreads in the way. So I apologize.
So we basically have a fresh set of downs for Miami Showcase. Ball spotted at the 20. You have 4 downs to try and get it in, or it turns over possession to the other team. Harrison gets this one off. Little dumper. Picks up maybe about 3 on the play. Pass complete. Number 30, Spencer Finkel on the reception. So that'll move it up a little bit closer. We'll call it at about the 16. Harrison up the middle, tipped around, incomplete.
What arm strength. And like we said, we've seen him throughout the season. And mobile, very mobile. And he's got great arm strength. And you could tell he's a scorer.
Yes.
When you put up numbers in the 60s during the regular season, you can only imagine what they're capable of doing with no pads on.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, in 7-on-7, there is no pressure until at least 3rd down, when you can send one rusher at the quarterback. So he's got plenty of time, or at least plenty of time for 4 seconds, to get the pass off, and that one's incomplete.
Right in his hands, number 3.
Some tight coverage, though.
Number 3 from
Florida
Showcase.
Fire, but he got it in there.
Yeah. That should have
pull
been
it
a
in.
catch.
Absolutely.
You don't get too many opportunities against high-powered teams like the Fire. Got to see Fire last weekend do some outstanding things. Didn't come up with the championship. I believe they came in 3rd.
Well, keep in mind, these two teams, as I said in the open, faced off against each other just last weekend, I guess in the Sam Madison Classic, from what Coach Cooney was telling me prior to us getting this one going. And Florida Fire came out with the W over them.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, these guys, like we said before early on, and that goes over the receiver hands, number 5 for Showcase. Earlier on, like we said, these guys, they play against each other all the time. A lot of these guys, you can hear them out there. They're good friends. They like being around each other. They love to compete. And now they get another opportunity with the 7v7 Showcase.
Pass intended for Kobe Green that time. And we still have no score in this one. 20-minute half as opposed to a 12. And Florida Fire will take over. 1st and 10 situation from the 40. Each possession starts from the 40-yard line. We're working with roughly 3/4 of a field here. Or at least I should say just short of a half. What I should have said.
Yeah.
Waiters dumps this one off, and what would be a screen pass in normal play, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, and we apologize. I can see that glare on the screen. That sunlight is just not good
Well, it's
for the
killing
stadium.
us. It's literally in the process of going down and shining right on us.
Right. Well, the thing is, they can see it on the camera,
Yeah.
but they don't see what we have to look like. Look at between the glass in front of us.
2nd down situation for Waiters. Completes the pass, shakes the defender.
Safe
And
decision.
Keep in mind, in 7-on-7, it's also 1 or 2-hand touch. So
Yeah.
he'd have had something going.
Safe decision by the Florida Fire, number 84, coming up with the catch.
And they're approaching 1st down territory. Probably about 7 yards short. Waiters, of course, in the shotgun again, completes one over the middle. That might be enough to move it, keep the drive alive.
Number 0 with the reception for the Florida Fire, coming up with a decent amount of yards. Going to move that T forward.
Kamari Gamble on the reception out of Miami Southridge, a senior. Waiters dumps this one off, keeps it safe, matriculating the ball up
There you
the
go.
field.
Going to dump it off to number 15 for the Fire.
And as you said, Ryan, these fellas know each other. You know, they participate in these tournaments just about every week. So this is going to allow them to work on their pass route skills. And, you know, according to Coach Cooney for this Florida Fire team, said he wanted to help them get their skills honed and craft a little bit better. This is perfect for that if you're a wide receiver.
Just like you said earlier on when you were doing 7-on-7, which wasn't too long ago.
It's been a while though, Ryan. Now you being nice. It's been a while.
Well, you did skeleton.
Yeah, of course.
You did during practice.
Yes.
You know, I had a chance to play in some big time tournaments, but eventually taking my talents to Knoxville, Tennessee. You know, Knoxville we didn't have, and a great grab, cut myself off for number 0 for the Florida Fire.
He just threw one up and let his man go and get it, and I believe that's our first score, 6 on the board.
Trust in your receivers, I love it.
Florida Fire strikes first, 6-0 to count. Now you can't go for 1 or for 2, as you said in the rules to start this one off. The broadcast, we'll see if the Fire decide to go for 2 or 1.
Right. And the rules are going for 1, they get a chance to put the ball on the 5-yard line. If they want to go for 2, they move it back another 5 to the 10-yard line.
So 25-second play clock running down as you see Coach Cooney giving directions to one of his receivers, Waiters. In the shotgun, of course, 5 wide receiver set. Has time, gets this one off, fires one incomplete.
Great defense by number 5 for the showcase. Love seeing a little action out there. These guys, hey, they get it done. We've had a long day of football, and we've seen a lot of great games. And as you can see right now, maybe in the corner of your screen, we got an athlete on his hands and knees. He's either cramping up, he's injured, or he's just tired.
Yeah.
Because they've been out here since 11 a.m. We've only had 8 teams, got 2 fields running. It's a very controlled, disciplined environment. But ultimately, these guys have been out here, 11, 12, 9 hours.
Yes.
9 hours.
Probably at least about 80-degree temperatures. So
I love it. And they're still out here.
Yeah.
That's what I love, is they come out here to compete. They're going to get a trophy for their efforts to come out here, but ultimately they get the qualification to get into that big-time game. We got a couple games on the schedule coming up. We want you all to stay with us as we travel through this tournament of the Elite 7v7. Kicked it off a couple of years ago, and if you take a chance, if you look on the website, elite7v7.com, you're going to see some throwback pictures of some athletes that competed before the independent series we took on. Had Flanagan at one point that took the title. I believe Hialeah took the title one tournament, and also Coral Springs High coming out there with flying colors and taking on some high-powered high school football teams. And up there in Coral Springs at the Sportsplex, and they put down some work. So it's been a while since we've been back on the radar with the Elite, but we're glad we can be out here. And once again, this is Ryan Stout with Chris Jenkins on the mic. You're watching high school sports and events on hsbnsports.com. We also want to take some time to give our partners a shout out. We got Bleacher.com, Nation's Best Football, High School Football America, Florida Varsity, NYFO, and Players to Pros. Last but never least, Florida Gridiron Preps. We're going to get that stuff up to you on the board in a second, but we thank all of our viewers that are coming in from all over the place. Got a great support system, and we always appreciate the efforts that are put in to support any student athlete that is looking to get some spotlight. HSBN Sports putting in work all year round, whether it's 7v7, whether it's girls flag football. I had a chance to go out and check out the Coral Springs Charter Panthers versus Taravella girls flag football. And guess what? Those girls are putting in work. They don't have a chance on the collegiate level to play because, unfortunately, they don't have it as a sport. at the collegiate level, but anytime outside of whatever they're doing, softball, soccer, softball, girls basketball, they get a chance to mix it up. See what the guys are doing. Get over there. They get physical, but you get some great athletes.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. The kind of history, recent history, at least that Coral Springs Charter has put out, especially on the basketball court and football fields. We're back to action. A little bit of a lull in there in the action,
Yep.
Ryan. I don't know what was going on.
Yep.
Each team is only allowed one timeout, so I don't know what circumstances caused about close to 10-minute break in the action.
Well, if it was anything, it had to be halftime.
Maybe
Unless
it's gone that quick, but we're talking about a 20-minute
Yeah.
half.
I believe it's 12 minutes. Going back
Is
to
it
the
12?
Yep. It doesn't change for the championship game. So unless we've been talking for 12 minutes, okay, championship rounds will have 20-minute running clock.
But I don't know if it went by that quick or not.
I'm not too sure. Maybe because of time constraints. Ooh, great move by number 84
Woo,
with the
shaking
fire.
and baking.
Golly, I love it.
Now, if that would have been in normal action, he'd have probably got about 15
There
more
you go.
yards, if not taking it to the house.
Yes.
He caused those two defenders
Yes.
to pull the Three Stooges move. They literally ran into each other. Some good stuff right there.
Well, yes, after looking at the rules and regulations, at this point, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at MacArthur High School Stadium, and we got a lot of people working it. And, you know, are we running a little over the time? Absolutely. But we got a great support system out here, so they may have changed the clock to 12 minutes. We'll never
It's
know.
a possibility.
And
That is a very good point.
And we'll never tell. So,
nonetheless, waiters.
yep, dumping it off to number 23 for the Fire. Big boy looking like, I would say he's a tight end.
Oh,
the
yeah.
looks of it.
With that size.
Unless he's got blazing speed. But he's had some great catches today. Had a chance. The best thing about being up here and being able to watch that single elimination, that pool play rounds, is you get to see just how the players, they just take it on all day. And they're making great plays. You know, unfortunately, we can't broadcast for 9 hours because, you know, not too many people will probably tune in for 9 hours. But always some great action in the pool play. And he's going to go back to number 23. And once again, it's tough to sit here and watch because you know in a real game, they're probably going to break. For example, the tight end, number 23, he's taking it to the outside. He's probably going to take it to the house right there.
Yes. Yeah, this is one two-hand touch. So the ball is dead wherever the ball hits or if the offensive player is touched in any way in his progression forward. Keep in mind, you can scramble, but you cannot run as the quarterback.
Right.
So they're pretty much stationary and have to get the ball off within 4 seconds. Waiter does.
There you go.
And guns one in there, and that's going to keep moving the ball up the field.
And I wish he'd turn around for us so we could get his number.
Oh, yeah.
See, I tell you, these guys are so used to not having any type of coverage like this.
Yes.
So it's you know, you got to have that subconsciously say, okay, there's 4 cameras out here. Make sure I turn around every once in a while.
Well, and it's their chance to shine without having a bunch of pads totaling about 20, 25 pounds,
Right.
you know, on them. Nonetheless, they keep the drive alive.
Woo.
Floats one over. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Touchdown. So, Florida Fire South. Nice catch that time.
And once again, this is the Florida Fire taking on the Miami Showcase Stars in the championship round here at the Florida Qualifier at the 2015 South Florida Elite 7v7 Classic. We got live coverage coming to you from Ryan Stout and Chris Jenkins. we were down on the field earlier. I didn't get a chance to get down there, but what were your thoughts? A couple players, you got to size them up for the first time.
Yeah, just typical kids out there having fun, doing their thing. Of course, there was no lack of fellas wanting to talk.
Right. It's nice to hear. I know you got a couple guys from the GVP All-Stars, some young guys, class of 2018, and, it's tough. You can only imagine. I can imagine being interviewed as a freshman. Or even
and they're
younger.
going deep, coming out, in and out of the hands of the receiver. That would have been some good stuff coming up. As Miami Showcase goes for the gusto right out the gates on a first down play.
And they're going to rule it out of bounds.
Okay. Ball was batted around for a little bit. Incomplete, so that'll bring up a second down situation. You cannot pick up a first down once again, folks, until you cross the 20-yard line. So.
Taking a chance right there.
Well, they're down unofficially 12-0 in this one. So got to try and get back into it.
Well, the Fire have been undefeated all day. And I believe from the looks on my sheet, Showcase has a very decent record. Early on in the pool play, they were undefeated. One of the teams that had to wait a little bit longer than everyone else due to the bracket system. But besides that, both teams putting on great entertainment. And he's going deep again. And
Harrison, he had it probably in front of him about 2 or 3 yards.
And that's number 30 on the reception, just outside.
A little too much mustard on it.
Yeah, he would have had him.
Yeah. Had him in stride.
He was open. But two outstanding teams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And one of these teams is going to move on. As we've said, we've got 4 more dates to bring you 7-on-7 action. So you want to stay tuned for that. April 11th, May 2nd, June 6th, and July 11th and 12th for all the marbles, the national championship, which we will be covering here on HSPN. So we've got a 12-0 game unofficially. And you've got Jakari Harrison and the Miami South team trying to get back into this one. And he's going to go deep again, floats this one up. Out of bounds.
Just kidding. And we're getting the scores up to you right now.
Okay, so we've got, I believe, we've got a change of possession or a 4th down situation coming up.
16-1.
Okay, so we've got an official update. And
I want to say it's 16-1. The Florida Fire.
Okay.
I know they'll correct me if I'm wrong later on, and I'll hear about it.
Well, the 1 point, just so that you folks out there listening or watching know, comes from a defensive point.
Right.
You get points for interceptions or sacks. So one of those two took place to give that 1 point.
So the Fire up. Did we expect it? Who knows? But we got the Miami Showcase taking it down the field once again, and he's going to throw it out there. I love how the guys, they don't have pads on, so they're really laying it out there.
You got to pretty much try and make a play. Incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field, as you can see, or as you saw in your screen quickly there.
And I'd just like to recognize the referees that we have out there today. Talk about these guys putting in some work. Just the time. Been here. Some of them have been here since 9 a.m.
Yes.
But just want to throw a round of applause towards the referees. Thank them so much for coming out today and doing what they do best.
So 16-1 is the count. Showcase, Miami Showcase South, up in this one. And Jakari Harrison has the ball spotted just across the 30 in official yardage. And, of course, he's in the shotgun looking, gets one up, in and out of the hands of his receiver that time.
And I believe that's number 10.
Couldn't nab it that time.
And he looks like he's hurting. Like I said, these guys have been putting in work all day, so seeing them lay out for the ball.
Amari Smith.
And ladies and gentlemen, surprise announcement from the HSPN crew. Just in the Miami Showcase Stars. How do I put this? Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting anyone out there, but they quit.
Yeah. I mean, there's really no other way to put that.
But honestly, from the looks of it, can you blame them? It's been a long day. My heart goes out to them. But at the same time, hey,
finish what you start.
I haven't.
Where I'm coming from.
I haven't been out there personally, so I'm not one to say, hey, you know what, these guys have really put in some work, but I'm lost for words.
Finish what you start, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm not
okay.
gonna candy coat it.
Well, you'll play bad cop, I'll play good cop, because I know I got to deal with these guys later on.
Call it like I see it, my friend. I don't really know how to wrap my mind around this one.
Okay, well, we're going to call it. The trophy ceremony, the Florida Fire have taken on the championship round. Flying colors with the Fire Showcase. You are watching the Elite South Florida 7v7 Classic. This is the Florida qualifier, and the Fire are going to take the championship. Miami Showcase runner-up today. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in with us today from all across the nation. I want to give a shout-out to all of our streaming partners, Bleacher.com, Nation's Best Football, High School Football America, Florida Varsity, NYFO, Players to Pros, and never want to forget Florida Gridiron Preps. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. Once again, to our sponsors, Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, PlayingTheRecruitingGame.com, and Stealth Rating. Remember, next week, Stealth Rating Camp and Combine. Got some big things going on. We're back out here at MacArthur.
Yes, we are.
We can't wait.
Absolutely. Be another round, another opportunity for these kids to show what they got and get that attention that they desperately want and need.
As you can see, presenting the trophy, you can see Coach Glenn Stout on the field with the Florida Fire, presenting the championship trophy. And they are going to take the gold. We got to see them last week from Jacksonville. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in with us. We are signing off here from hsbnsports.com. Hope you stay with us all throughout the season. Thank you for joining us. Good night.